We want to catch up with Rod as well, out of FIM Oceania as well. All right, here we go, MX3. Great class here to catch the future of our sport. This is the next group, 35 riders, and all on for the hell of getting into the first corner. Who wants it out wide? Whoa, carnage in there, and the rollover. Doesn't look to be too bad. Oh, number 8, one of those looking there, looks to be Tom down. Oh, bother. And there's a bit of carnage there. We've got a stacks on the mill. We've got to take one off before we get the other one out. So we've got double and 5, we've got 8, we've got 8, 6 in there as well. So a bit of bad luck for those boys to be further back. Gutting, absolutely gutting for the young guns. All right, 205, get away, find their line through there now.
Yeah, we've had a complete mix-up there from our race winners from the first one. So that looks like the 246 bike there of Hunter Gilbertson on the KX450, brought to you by MGB Logging. He looks to be our race leader at the moment. So after the bit of carnage on the whole shot corner, he's managed to sneak in there. I can see a Yamaha there as well. So we've got a good start there as well. And there's Fletcher Saunders. And just waiting to see. I think Declan's a little bit back there, maybe sitting in 5th place at the moment. So he was a front runner from the earlier moto, Declan Piper. Sheldon Brown as well had a good showing. That may potentially be him up the front trying to get some spoils there as well. So this is shaping up good. We've got a completely different set of race leaders here at the moment. I saw Mitch Rowe had a really good start as well. The legend Mitch Rowe, you just saw him on the river race. So awesome to see Mitch Rowe getting some action here in MX3. So let's see if that body of his can hold on in this MX3 race here. Very exciting stuff. He's a long-time patron of motocross here at Woodville. He's had his fair share.
Well, we actually asked him yesterday how many we got up to. 37. 37 he's done, Nick. So 37 years of riding here at Woodville. So a legendary part of our sport. First one in about 1983. Hasn't done every one. Is the odd year when you're, as it were, out of a bike or out with injury or something. So, but a pretty auspicious record. I don't think there's anybody that matches those 37 years. So pretty special from the mighty Mitch Rowe. Right, here we are back with the rest as well as we pick it up over the lap score line and these changes that we've got MX3 and we have turned it around for sure. So there we go, Hunter Gilbertson for the front at the moment, Kyle Workman in there, Fletcher Saunders back that 3rd place also. So I'll tell you what, some of the riders, for example, Declan Piper, who was doing amazingly well in the last one, he's gone right back. What about super sad to see our own Will McCready go down after a lot of pressure on the pressure he put on himself. I tell you what, because what a capable young man he is in our sport, and to see men or two riders of this calibre is great to see. There's Mitch, he's in 4th place, followed by Josh Waller. Peter Locke, the old 50 years veteran in there, along with Tom Robinson, Sheldon Brown. Remembering Sheldon got a top 3 last time. He's got a bit of work to do further back. So too for Tarua's own Rory Angove in the traffic as well. So he's locked up with the good riders in that field as well. So we've got a lot of up and down performance here. So what you call in this class, the maturity of racing comes about with consistency, and he's not got that at the moment. But I tell you what, out of nowhere at the moment, the 246. I talked to Hunter, and he has not had a competitive race since March last year. So using Woodville as a little bit of a comeback at the moment, and following the footsteps of his super dad, who was a great motocrosser out of Wanganui for all those years as well. So bring it on. It's Hunter Gilbertson better for the moment. He was 3rd fastest to qualify as well, I should point out, and that performance of his there looks to be hanging through it there at the moment. But can he hold on? We're about to find out.
Yeah, great class to prove yourself in as well. This is really competitive stuff here, the MX3 class. And also, what a standout ride for Kyle Workman there, holding on to 2nd place. So that's our 2nd place holder at the moment in the book, Yamaha 241. Kyle Workman out of the Hawke's Bay. Standout ride from him. He had some good results here just outside of the podium in the first race. So he'll be looking to hold on to that 2nd place for as much as he can. But he's got a decent show on here with Fletcher Saunders. Fletcher's going to go try the outside here after the super jump. The kicker may not be as quick. Look at that, they're going to go side by side over the step up. Awesome stuff. We're getting some real excitement here in MX3. Fletcher's going to tuck in. He might have 2nd place. Fletcher Saunders into 2nd place. What a pass from him into the Toyota Bowl. Exciting stuff as they go through the brand new GR Hilux, and now we're going to see them come over Honda Hill. Hunter Gilbertson, what a ride. Excellent stuff, forming up very nicely here. Neat and tidy from Fletcher as he takes the outside line. Kyle will do the same, and Mitch Rowe, awesome ride on that gas, the 007 machine. A man of mystery, Mitch Rowe. What an awesome ride he is having. 77. There's our man Sheldon Brown from down the road in Ekatahuna. He's in 5th at the moment. 586. That's another member. That's Jakan Horn out of Ratahi. Good result there for him. And there's our man Declan Piper. So he must be back well into the teens here of the placings. So he's got a lot of work to do. So not the best of starts for him. He was extremely hot in the first MX3 race of the day. And now in this one here, he's got a lot of work to do, but he's making up for it. He's made a pass just after the the Terra Cat tabletop, sorry. And as we head to the Brand step up, back down the hill over to where Andy and Neil were referring to the Gibbs drop. Sadly no longer on the track, but that was a very spicy bit of the track in its earlier days. Now it's a little bit more refined here, so that these guys can get around it without too many dramas. So let's take a look. Last time we had them, it was Hunter Gilbertson, a man out of Uruku, just up the road near Taihape. So he is in control at the moment, but he had a fair bit on his plate with Kyle Workman on the 241 YZ250F.
All right, brought to us by Stringfellas Civil Contractors, proud to be eroding drainage and earthworks. We are the specialists. Stringfellas at home with cool cat equipment and other mighty. Our success is based on strong values, ethics and the ability to gain the excellent understanding of the customer's need and expectation. They're a pre-qualified level A4, A45 in construction for NZTA standards as well. We guarantee our clients the top performance and professional service and attention to detail. Check it out, Stringfellows, quality contractors at stringfellows.co.nz. Bring us our MX3 class today. So looking out, here we have our charge again. Could there be a change? No, still Hunter. Go Hunter Gilbertson. Good work in there. Now for Fletcher. There he goes, the man out of Rotorua. Will be there next weekend for the Motocross Nationals. 241 Kyle Workman. He's in 3rd place. Looking out to Mighty Mitch Rowe caught up there. Come on, Tararua. There's the man from Ekatahuna, Sheldon Brown. Former man of two. In fact, go all the way back to a New Zealand mini motocross champion as well. 24, Josh Waller. To look out the Waikato man as we take 586 and mix it up with the big guys. So that will be Jakan in there. The Ratahi man on the Bike Sport Tamaroo supported Kawasaki KX 450 today. So mixing MX3 is one of those things. It's an ability-based class, but it's right in it. You'll hear 125s out there. You'll hear 252 strokes, 254 strokes, 450s as well, 350s. Choose your weapon, doesn't matter. When it's ability-based racing, it comes down to the rider. And that's what you're seeing at the moment. And I'm speaking about ability-based. One with immense ability is Will McCready, but unfortunately not getting it all together here at the moment. So bad luck for Will on that Robertson Motor Group, AFC Motorcycles, Moorfield Farm, Iron Force Custom Trailers, Castrol Oils bike out there, because the fielding man on the 300SX caught in that carnage of the horrible pile-up on the whole shot corner, and he's got no lever. He's without brakes. So maybe that hot point from the super coach out here and talking about before. So Triple Eight's training. So there we go. There's our comment. Won't need the brake because he hasn't got a brake. He can't use the brake. He's got no lever. So trying to make up for it there at the moment. All right, back to the front we go. And there it is with Hunter. Hunter out in front. Hunter Gilbert. Fletcher trying to get in there as well. 95 for Fletcher. Lawrence looking to the 241 Kyle Workman on the far side. Go to 007 Metro. 77 for Sheldon. Sheldon Brown trying to get up here. 77 for the Ekatahuna man on the MR New Zealand PWR Racing. Unforeseen Rai O'Neill, Forbes and Daisies, Motor Muck, Branderson Holmes. So on that 250FX, by the way. So this is the cross-country specialist bike that he's riding here today. So good work from Sheldon. Sheldon Brown in the action. So there we go. Back to the front. 1, 2. They go past. Here's the 3, 4. Could be the next change coming up. Has he made it stick? No, still Mitch Rowe. Still Mitch on the inside. 77 on the outside. Nothing between them. Mitch Rowe. The old demon versus the young gun. So you got the veteran versus the schoolboy. There's at least 45 years age difference between those two, I can tell you. So there you go, the kid versus the champion. So we're putting it all together, an incredible bit of moto excellence. So here we go down there, 77 and Sheldon Brown up against the old demon himself, the legend, Mr. Mitch Rowe, riding the Gas 350 today. So check it out there, Stringfellows MX3 racing today. And all on the moment. But I tell you what, Brad, if you'd have got this field together and said who was going to win, I would not have had his name. I knew he was going to be a star, but didn't realise he would be the number one. So great performance from a couple of our underdogs here today.
Yeah, most certainly is. I think that's one of the best things about MX3 racing as well. It's pretty competitive, it's wide open, and anyone can come out of nowhere and establish themselves. So it all does come down to how well you start as well. That sets you up for a good position in racing, and certainly Hunter outdid himself on the start there with that bit of carnage. He got through it, and he's positioned himself very nicely here in the second race of our MX3 class, brought to you by Stringfellows. And here we've got a good view of him here coming through. So now we're dealing with a bit of lap traffic on the track too. So these guys are well into their work now, looking fast. So that's Fletcher Saunders has closed that gap significantly. So he's going to take the outside. There's not even a second between the two of them. This is awesome racing here. So Fletcher just on the tail of our race leader. Here we go, Mitch Rowe and Kyle. He's got past Kyle. So Mitch Rowe has got past Kyle Workman. So Mitch Rowe into third place potentially there. So that's huge for the veteran. And then still back there in fifth place was our man Sheldon Brown. So awesome riding we're seeing here in MX3. Hunter still in control, taking the inside line. Fletcher goes wide, and Hunter got a very clean break out of that rut there, and he managed to put some good speed down. Only Justin, we've got a lapper in between 1 and 2, and we've had an off there. Poor, unfortunate there for Kyle. Disappointing there to throw it away. This is a tough corner. This has got to be the hardest corner of the track. It swallowed a lot of bikes here today. You can see how ripped up it is, and unfortunately one mistake means you're throwing it away. So disappointing for him. Hopefully he's all right. He's back on the bike. Hopefully he can get back into the points here. Hopefully he can keep fighting, Neil.
I'll tell you what, I've just followed Declan Piper. He's gone past well. So too now has the number 71 in there for our man Harrison Finlay. Harrison Finlay winning the first round of the New Zealand Sprint Series off-road event last weekend at Oakville on the West Coast. So good on you, Harrison. Great to see you well at our ride. So Harrison Finlay getting up there on the FXR Raceway supported Yamaha. So Harrison in addition to our field. So good performance from him. All of that with Kyle Workman. How many times have we seen today that a front runner makes a mistake? We saw it earlier and as well on our Honda Hill corner here at the moment in the landing zone. So the pressure really on these guys. Stringfellows MX3 Racing are keen to do a quick shout out for some of our sponsors from yesterday as well, like Dwyer Tech along with Roofing Industries as well, ACP Air Conditioning and Plumbing, Property Brokers Real Estate, along with Judd Refrigeration. All of these were sponsors of our junior racing, and also to Fern Energy. Fern Energy, of course, your bulk fuels and lubricant delivery experts, direct to farms and agribusiness across the country. Here we go, white flag, 1 lap to go. Nick's keeping an eye on them for us.
Yeah, white flag. So in control at the moment, Hunter, but Fletcher has closed that gap. Not much between them. Fletcher Saunders sitting in second place at the moment. The 1 and 2 have well and truly stretched their legs from the rest of the pack. Here they go, over Honda Hill, coming down into the Judd Refrigeration double. Deadly corner here, you've got to pick your line very carefully, nice and early. Hunter's done very well there, so that's an awesome ride from him. Fletcher's always taking that one wide, trying to get that speed build up. And he takes a late apex into that wall right there before our Terra Cat tabletop. And there we go. So let's see. Mitch Rowe's just holding on to third place. There he goes wide, and then it looks like it's Sheldon has come through there. So Sheldon into fourth place. Sheldon is going to keep on pushing. Can he get a podium? The man from 5 minutes down the road in Ekatahuna, has he got it? Mitch Rowe, can he hold on for another lap? It's anyone's game there, and Sheldon just can't quite get it on the inside. He's got to settle, and then Mitch runs away with it. So that's huge. Mitch Rowe will hold on to third place for the time being. Absolute scenes here in MX3. So no change so far to your front runners. We're waiting to see if Hunter Gilbertson can do it. Third fastest man here this morning in qualifying, and wasn't up for the major glory here in the first race, but he got a good start, and now he got into his work nice and early and set himself up for a very good race here. Let's see if he can do it. Fletcher Saunders had an excellent start to his first race and managed to settle for some reasonable points there. So let's see if Fletcher can get a nudge. He was holding the lead for a long time in that first race, so he'll be dying to get a share of that top step of the podium. Here we go. Exciting stuff. I can see a checkered flag. Here we go. Your race winner. Congratulations, Hunter Gilbertson. Awesome stuff. Give it a rev, Trev. Well done. Awesome ride there. And let's see who's going to claim second place. Where was it? Mitch Rowe's come through. It was Fletcher. Fletcher has come through in second place. Can confirm. And Mitch Rowe in third place. Well done, Mitch, for getting on that podium. Well done. and Sheldon Brown just misses out in 4th place. And there we go, Declan, what a ride from Declan. So I think he's ended up in 5th place after a horror start and not being up with the front runners for the majority of that race. So to come back and grab a top 5 there is extremely good riding. So there it is, MX3 brought to you by Stringfellows. That was some exciting stuff.
I'll tell you what, with a field like this with well over 30 in the field, almost the full gate of 40, super exciting to see that gate used to its max, and some great riding, some young guns and some not so young guns. In fact, when Brad was around as president of the club today, but around as a mini rider, one of his greatest rivals was Rowan Inkpin, and Rowan formerly out of Dannyburg and now out of the great Woodburn Tavern at Renwick near Blenheim, and to see him come and ride veterans yesterday and also riding in the support class today, good on you. Great to see. So there we go. All right, so Kyle Workman well back in the end. That's a bit unfortunate for Carl. Will McCready got up to 17th in the end for being last. Man, he should have been in our top 3, but that's another story. He'll have another race later on to prove it. Hopefully some bike repairs for that AFC SX 300 to see him back on the racetrack in that Robinson Prestige supported bike. There we go. So Hunter Fletcher, Mitch Sheldon, Declan. We talked about Harrison, Jacan in there in 7th. 8th for Connor Walford ahead of Josh Waller and Case Malone getting the 10th place in the end in our Stringfellows racing. So pretty awesome to see.